Hi, Black from Football.co.uk, and today we're doing a cleaning video of the brand new Hypervenom Phinish by Nike Football. This is our test pair, and I'm going to show you the best way to clean this synthetic boot, the Hypervenom Phinish. Alright, today what we have to clean the boots is your standard toothbrush, a hand towel, and a cloth, as well as some warm water, as well as a bit of newspaper to dry the boots after. Alright, so this is a synthetic boot. This is the wolf grey colorway with a bit of orange and black trim. In general, synthetic boots are easier to clean than leather boots because they don't absorb any water. And yeah, I'll just show you the quickest and easiest way to clean these boots. If you haven't seen it already, we've also got a Hypervenom Phantom cleaning video on the first generation on the Intense Heat edition. So check that out if you haven't seen it already. It's going to be very similar to that boot. So first of all, we get the cloth onto the upper and just gently scrub away on top. Don't get the toothbrush on the upper because you can actually damage it. Just gently wipe it away with the cloth. It generally does the trick. This finish actually has a lot of grooves on the forefoot and the midfoot, if you can see that. It's designed to enhance friction between the boot and the ball, so that makes it a little bit harder to clean. It's not going to be as easy to clean as, say, like the F50. We have a cleaning video on that, and other synthetic boots. But yeah, you can see the cloth does the trick on top of the upper. If you can't get the mud in between the cracks on the forefoot, just gently wash them out with the toothbrush. But as you can see, the synthetic geometric pattern on the midfoot actually wipes clean easy. So you can just see it rubbing off quite easily there. This finish actually has a sort of matte finish and matte texture to it. It doesn't have that rubbery finish seen on the first generation, and that, yes, makes it a little bit harder to clean, but overall it's pretty easy to clean. Just going to dry the upper off with a standard hand towel, and as you can see, this is a pretty rough job, but your standard cloth does the job. Hand towel dries it off. As you can see, it's pretty clean already. It's not the perfect job, but you know what I'm talking about. Alright, we get to the toothbrush and attack the sole plate. As you can see, been playing in some pretty muddy conditions. The toothbrush is very good for cleaning soles because it just gets in all those nooks and crannies. The finish actually has the same sole as the first generation Hypervenom, so nothing additional, no extra grooves or studs or anything like that, so it's going to be quite easy to clean. As you can see, the mud's easily coming off. Where the upper meets the sole, it's important to clean the mud away, but don't be rough in that region. Just be really gentle and clean the mud away like that. You don't want mud increasing the gaps between the sole, where the sole meets the upper. It's just one of those, because the first generation Hypervenom actually had a lot of problems with sole separation, and the second generation is designed to combat that, and that's one of the major improvements from the first generation to the second generation. Just hit the sole, the heel here. As you can see, cleaning the sole with the toothbrush does the job. You don't want to clean the sole with the cloth because that will be hard work and be painful, take you ages. And yeah, there we have it. The sole's pretty clean. It's not the perfect job, but you get what I'm doing. Just dry it off quickly. So yeah, the finish is synthetic and the texture is a little bit harder to clean, but overall it's going to be a very easy boot to clean. No problems in that area. Sometimes on the forefoot you can see the little grooves there. You can get the toothbrush and just gently get the mud out of those gaps, but don't be too rough, so you can actually damage the upper. And yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of cleaning the Hypervenom Phinish. You can actually get that newspaper and chuck it right in there and let all the water that did actually get inside the boot absorb all up. You dry the boot in a dry area, obviously not in front of a radiator, not in direct sunlight. Put it in a place which will be dry and be really good to keep them dry. And don't wear wet boots before your next training, because you can actually damage the upper and the sole and lessen the durability. So make sure they're dry before your next training or match. And yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of cleaning the Hypervenom Phinish. I'm just going to clean the second boot pretty quickly, see how long it takes. Take the upper with the cloth. Yeah, it's pretty muddy. It makes it a bit difficult to clean, but that's what we want, right? Another thing to note is that the matte finish on the finish actually can stain. I don't know if you can see that, but on the front there it's sort of stained that sort of muddy, dark browny green color. And that's a little problem you can get with the finish, because it has a matte finish rather than a rubbery finish, so that's a minor problem with that, but no biggie really. Every boot sort of stains. The laces, as you can see, are grey, and they're going to collect mud over time. So the best way to clean the laces is actually pull them out and chuck them in the washing machine with your standard wash, rather than actually physically cleaning the laces itself. It's much harder. Yeah. So I'll just keep cleaning the upper. Pretty quick job. Suppose you want to clean your boots every 2 weeks. You don't. Some people are a bit lazy and just never clean your boots, but it's important to clean your boots because it makes them last longer and it just looks better on the pitch anyway. So you can see the finish has a no tongue design, like mercurial vapor. And that means less water is actually going to get inside the boot, so that's going to help with durability as well as the stiffer upper and the sole separation. It's just a much more durable boot than the first generation Hypervenom Phantom. Let's get the sole. Really muddy. So yeah, it's the same principle with every synthetic boot. I've done a few synthetic cleaning videos recently, and the process of cleaning them is the same. So if you're bored of seeing these maintenance videos, the same principle, just if you just follow the same principles, it'll be fine. I've also got a leather cleaning video which should be helpful for people with like the Tempo 11 Pro, the new Adidas boots that's come out, the Ace leather and the X leather. So check that out if you haven't seen it yet. And yeah, that's it. Pretty quick job really. I haven't done the perfect job as you can see, but yeah, the finish does look good when it's fully cleaned. The orange actually sparkles off it really nice, and yeah, a pretty easy boot to clean. I'm not going to say much more now. you've seen other synthetic videos, you get the sort of concept of how to clean synthetic boots. Pretty easy. Right, I'm going to dry these boots in a dry spot, not in front of a heater or radiator. I'm going to put them in a dry place, not in direct sunlight, and yeah, chuck them on next time I go for a training. And yeah, that's it. Please subscribe for more cleaning videos like this. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.